introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself a big...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons busting through to get him for a loss of 6. To throw is Mariota.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never balled the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Ain't no such thing as a look.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking again. That are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year. I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
It's Perine to begin the drive. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5. He finds Perine out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Perine. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Perine. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, he'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Let's get this. Bravo!
Mariota now from the 50. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Mark 55.
Mariota. They'll set up a screen for Breida. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida, 32 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw, Mariota. Steps away. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
61. Taco. Yep, get him, you got him.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
General, West, the track. Shoot.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ricky. Mike 50. Hey!
From the red zone now, Mariota. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Harold Landry in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
That's what I do.
Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant. Let's go, Mike 50. Wild Bill. 50's the Mike. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 21 yards away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back to it after the pick six. Mariota is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen.
Now Mariota going top shelf for Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.